I owe my promotion to the manager who mocked me in a meeting she forgot was recorded. I'm sitting at my desk, staring at a notification that makes my hands go numb against the keyboard. The company cloud just auto-saved a recording from yesterday's leadership meeting that I was not invited to. My name is in the file title and my stomach drops through the floor. I click on it and my headphones press tight against my ears as I turn up the volume. My manager Veronica's voice fills my head, and she is laughing about something. I hear her say my name again, and my whole body goes rigid in my office chair. The other managers are laughing too, and the sound makes my skin crawl. I pause the recording and pull my headphones off, and they clatter onto the desk. My reflection stares back at me from the dark computer screen. I pick the headphones up again and press play with trembling fingers. Veronica is describing my presentation from last week, and her voice drips with mockery. She imitates my stutter that I have worked years to control, and the whole room erupts in laughter. I hear someone slap a table, and another voice chokes on their coffee. She calls me the diversity hire and says I only got the job because they needed to fill a quota. My hand grips the mouse so hard the plastic creaks under my fingers. Another manager asks if I am really that bad, and Veronica says I am worse. She describes how she changes my reports before submitting them because mine are embarrassing. The recording picks up chairs squeaking and someone opening a soda can with a sharp hiss. I feel tears burning behind my eyes, but I blink them back and keep listening. Someone mentions my name for the upcoming promotion, and Veronica laughs so hard she snorts. I assume the recording must be taken out of context or edited somehow. I convince myself that Veronica has always been fair to me, even when she gave my projects to other people. My fingers scroll back through my emails looking for any sign that she supported my work. I find forwarded chains where she took credit for my ideas, and my jaw clenches until my teeth ache. I pull up my performance reviews and see her handwriting on notes that describe me as adequate but unremarkable. I open my desk drawer and find the birthday card she signed with a smiley face last year. The card now feels like a prop, and I crumple it in my fist. I drop it in the trash can, and the sound of it hitting the bottom echoes in my cubicle. The recording is 43 minutes long, and I have only heard 12. I press play again and lean back in my chair with my arms crossed tight against my chest. The midpoint of the recording is where everything changes, and I sit up straight so fast, my chair rolls backward. Veronica is discussing the promotion list, and she says, my name should never be on it. Another voice asks why, and she lowers her voice, but the microphone still catches every word. She says he barely speaks English correctly. I freeze, and my breath catches in my throat. My parents immigrated here before I was born, and I grew up in this country. She continues and says clients would never take him seriously with that accent. I do not have an accent. I was born in Ohio. She says, just trust me on this one. The other managers murmur agreement, and someone writes something down, and the pen scratches against paper. I grab my phone, and my hands shake as I forward the recording to my personal email. I stand up from my desk, and my chair slams into the wall behind me. I walk toward HR, and my footsteps pound against the carpet. My coworker Jenny looks up from her desk and asks if I am okay. I do not answer, and I push through the double doors to the HR wing. The receptionist stands up when she sees my face, and her coffee cup wobbles in her hand. I ask to speak with the director immediately. She picks up her phone and dials, and I can hear my own pulse in my ears. The director opens her door and waves me inside. I sit down and pull up the recording on my phone and press play without explaining anything. The director's face changes from confusion to shock to fury in under 2 minutes. She picks up her desk phone and dials Veronica's extension. The phone rings 3 times before Veronica answers with a cheerful hello. The truth is, Veronica had been blocking my promotion for 2 years using fabricated performance concerns. The recording revealed she had done the same thing to 3 other employees who all happened to be minorities or immigrants. HR launched a full investigation and found emails where she discussed keeping certain people off leadership tracks. She was terminated within 72 hours and escorted out by security while the whole floor watched. The director called me into her office the following week and offered me the position Veronica had been blocking me from. I accepted it in writing and signed the paperwork with a pen that felt heavier than anything I had ever held. Veronica tried to sue for wrongful termination, but the recording was legally obtained through company systems. Her case was dismissed, and she became unhireable in our industry. I moved into her old office last month and took down every photo she had on the walls. The frames made a hollow sound when I dropped them into the donation box. I hung my diplomas in their place and straightened them until they were perfectly level.